Hello everyone, welcome back to Learn in 5 Minutes, your go-to channel for quick and powerful Excel tips and tricks. Today, we're diving into Sparklines, a hidden gem in Excel that lets you visualize data trends directly within cells. By the end of this video, you'll know how to create, customize, and use Sparklines effectively to make your data more insightful. So let's get started. Sparklines are mini charts that fit inside a single cell, giving you a quick snapshot of trends. Unlike traditional charts, Sparklines don't take up extra space. They're perfect for dashboards or compact data views. Here's an example. We have monthly sales data for different regions. Sparklines can help us visualize the sales trend for each region without creating large charts. Let's create our first Sparkline. We'll select the cell where we want the Sparkline to appear. Let's choose cell G2 for the first region. We'll go to the Insert tab in the ribbon, and in the Sparklines group, we'll click on Line. This will open a new dialog box. In this dialog box, we'll set the data range. Here, we'll select B2 to F2, which contains the monthly sales for North region, and click OK. And just like that, we have a line Sparkline showing the sales trend. To create Sparklines for all regions, drag the fill handle down. Excel automatically adjusts the data range for each Sparkline. Now, let's make these Sparklines more meaningful by customizing them. To highlight the data points, we can use marker option. For this, we'll select our Sparkline cells, go to Sparkline ribbon. In Show Group, we'll click Select Marker. And we can see that the data points are now marked in the Sparklines. We can also see change the Sparkline and marker colors to match our report theme. To do this, we'll have to go to Sparkline ribbon and change the Sparkline color from and the marker color within the style group. By default, Sparklines in Excel scale each mini chart independently. This means the highest and lowest values in each range are used to define the vertical axis limits, min and max. While this makes each Sparkline fit nicely within its cell, it can lead to inconsistent interpretations when comparing multiple Sparklines side by side. When Sparklines have independent vertical axes, a small change in data might appear exaggerated because the scale is adjusted for that Sparkline. If you look at our example here, the North region has sales range from 1,000 to 5,000, and West region has range from 4,500 to 4,900. But without common axis, West region is looking equally volatile despite having less variation. To overcome this, Excel provides two options to standardize the vertical axis. So the first option is to ensure all Sparklines in a group share the same vertical axis limits. This is particularly useful for making comparisons across multiple rows or columns. To do this, we'll go to Sparkline ribbon, click on Axis, and click on Same for all Sparklines under the vertical axis minimum value and vertical axis maximum value sections. And now we can see the West region Sparkline isn't looking as volatile as North regions. Another option is to manually set the minimum and maximum axis values. This will give us precise control over how the data is visualized. To do this, we'll go to Sparkline ribbon, click on Axis, and choose the custom value for minimum axis, and let's set it as 0. And again, click on the axis and choose the custom value for maximum axis, and let's set it as 10,000. Now, unlike vertical axes, Sparklines don't allow much customization of the horizontal axis because the charts always span the width of the cell. The horizontal axis simply represents the sequence of data points in the range we select. Always keep in mind to use consistent axis scaling for Sparklines when comparing datasets of similar nature. While custom axis limits are especially helpful when outlier data skews the visual representation. And don't forget to provide clear labeling or context to avoid confusion, especially if custom axis limits are applied. If you think the Sparklines are all about lines, then you are mistaken. Sparklines aren't limited to lines. Excel also offers column and win-loss Sparklines. Column Sparklines are great for comparing values like monthly sales. Let's create column Sparklines for this sales data. We'll select the cells in column H, then go to Insert and choose Column under the Sparklines group. And we can see that the column Sparkline is created. We'll just make same axis for all our Sparklines as we did earlier. And here you go. Win-loss Sparklines show binary data, such as profit and loss or wins and losses in sports. For win-loss Sparklines, select a data set with positive and negative values, like profits and losses, and insert a win-loss Sparkline. So here we have a win-loss table of a sport. We'll select the cells in G column, then go to Insert and choose Win-Loss under the Sparklines group, and we have the Win-Loss Sparkline the sport table. If you want to make your Sparklines more dynamic, then combine them with conditional formatting. Conditional formatting in Sparklines highlights specific data points to make trends more noticeable. You can mark high points, for example, peaks in green, low points, troughs in red, negative points, losses in red, and first or last points, progress markers. Use the Show options under the Sparkline Tools Design tab to enable these highlights. Customize marker colors to distinguish data points for clarity. This feature is especially useful for spotting extremes, trends, or data boundaries directly within a Sparkline chart, providing quick, meaningful insights. Finally, where can these Sparklines be used? It can be used in sales reports to track performance trends, in financial dashboards for quick profitability snapshots, or in project timelines to visualize progress. Sparklines are an excellent way to enhance readability and insight without overwhelming your audience. And that's how you use Sparklines in Excel. Whether you're creating reports, dashboards, or data summaries, Sparklines are your secret weapon for visualizing trends. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to learn in 5 minutes. Got questions or ideas for future videos? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.